go. Dude, you ever just streaming and you just see some weird ass bot messages up there on your chat?
After 272 regular season games,
I gotta sit in
12
the
playoff games, one
player
last
game
one
chair.
on the
I got
NFL
a
calendar
computer chair.
happens tonight as EA Sports
Hey, when you
welcomes
got me
you
for my birthday,
to the
it's
Super
like,
Bowl.
one of those
Tonight, we're
gamer
set for
chairs
what
or whatever.
should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champions and the champions of the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early.
Man,
well, we just saw a worst-case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot
was that one that got you by surprise?
And not much there. Good defense.
That's dope.
Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now Jones throwing on second down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. Now a play fake. Jones. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down. Let's go. Now Jones going to give it to Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley.
I picked the wrong hole.
Maybe a yard. That's it.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's 3rd and 7. gun, it's Jones. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Tokyo.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative.
Did
Let's
you watch
keep this
the
drive
AFC
alive and see if
Championship
we
game,
can
the
come
whole
away with
game?
the touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up
wow.
the first down, they go for the big one.
saw me
It's a
fucking
perfect
struggle.
throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
You can see me almost blow it by throwing that if I can pick
7-0
it.
is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
I told myself at that moment I had
Bayless Jones
choices.
now
I
on
can
the
get
return.
tilted, or I can just come out and try and win.
That's where the drive will begin.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry.
Whoa!
And he broke through the initial contact.
That's good
Winds
shit.
up getting about 3. It's second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game. Where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there back. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long. Here goes that. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Cameron Johnston.
On fourth down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. On the return, it's Carter.
Oh my God.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
On play action, it's Jones. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different.
Oh, God.
Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Go set. Go 80.
Darnold now to throw. To the outside. A catch made by Moore. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
It is 2nd and 6.
Go set.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and 6.
We go set.
To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Carter on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he will go all the way. Portland Sutton, touchdown Dragons. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 10.
Dude, I hit the wrong guy.
23-yard line.
I took out that guy.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. And will give him 4 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. Plenty of scoring already. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Darnold.
Oh,
Toward the middle.
I completely took myself out of that. God damn.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Here's Darnold. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's Henry. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, New Orleans.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They're running on first down with Henry. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. It was Dorrance Armstrong who was there to get him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third, they need 8.
Go set. Hey, set. Red 80. Hey, set.
Darnold to throw. Forced out wide. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Set. Lady.
Now Darnold. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they converted on 4th and 3.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he will score! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Carter on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down, Dragons.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. A pass complete to Nolan.
Oh, that was so close.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
I was playing with fire there.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Man in motion here is Jennings. Throwing is Jones on third down. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Yes, sir, I do.
Is good. And the Dragons going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Tokyo.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of the
To be honest,
back.
The only time I ever run field goal blocks because of that shit is because whenever I don't have it, I have to block the kick to. I think that's my only hope.
Still a little time. Final minute of this
for me, it's just not even worth it. I just run something like some regular play.
That is coming their way. To return, here's Ray Davis. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Darnold. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
It's too damn big.
Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
Oh, wow, that's pretty wild. Yeah.
Throwing, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Mooney. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. 10 yards.
We'll go play action with Darnold.
Boy, what is he doing?
And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
No lady.
Here's Darnold again. A short one caught by Kelsey. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Darnold to throw again. That's going to wind up.
Oh, wow.
Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. To throw. It's Jones.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the gun, it's Jones. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back.
When it's a fake.
For a loss.
Lost one on the
I did not know that.
So now it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones.
Oh.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. He's trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Let's go. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
That's just a huge letdown there defensively. You have them 3rd and long, and anytime an offense decides to just turn around and give the ball to their running back, it's almost like they're waving the white flag that this possession is over. In this case, not only do they pick up the 1st down, they pick up a huge gain.
Here's 1st and 10. Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
And that's a great job defensively.
I was
here on 3rd down.
not even try and
Taking
take the
away
chance
all
with
the
that.
options down the field through the air. But when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
complete.
Man, his meter is so
It
slow.
good. And the Dragons are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage.
Man, whenever
but you
I saw
wanna
he was
continue
still
to
available in the
apply
draft, I
pressure.
was like,
Can you score
I didn't know
every
he was the
time
best
you get
kicker in
ball?
the game,
They're able
but
to
I
do
knew he
that
had
here.
really good
They
stats
tack
for a
on 3
kicker.
and
That
extend
like
their
wasn't
lead.
something like crazy.
The return, here comes Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Go, son. Red 80.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That one down the field, but they
Oh
cannot
man,
get
dude,
it.
I got lucky.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up.
That would have been
a
6.
3rd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Go, lady.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Over the middle. Catch made by Mooney. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Darnold to the air once more. A short throw taken in by Kelce. And a good job rallying to the football.
That's Shaq Thompson,
Just
sir.
a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
To throw again is Darnold. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And that will be a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley.
Oh, my God.
And this time they are ready for him.
Just go down.
And it's second down.
For the love of God, just give up.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Shotgun now for Jones. The catch made there by Sutton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he will get into the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Dragons. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the 4th from New Orleans after this.
Yeah, that's weird. I thought it was in Atlanta. Playing at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Oh, it's just Madden being Madden.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with a big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On second down, it's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver.
Your guys were stuck on each other for half the time right there.
Much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Third and long,
it's like they're getting stuck on the route.
Ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll run with Gilliam. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Okay, ready?
They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup. But a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Check go.
A run. This is Gilliam. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. Third and a long way to go.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Jones. This one complete to Sutton. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
On the return, here comes Davis. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Darnold now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Dorrance Armstrong in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. Whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Now Jones gonna give it to
I knew that was going to happen.
Barkley has fumbled.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And you talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. In the middle, he's got Kelsey. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sam Darnold sacked. A loss of 18 yards. It's 2nd down.
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
To throw is Darnold. Forced out wide. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion.
Good game, brother. Good game,
Take
bro.
the ball over on downs.
Let's go now. Go.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That'd be funny if it fucked me up. If it was old man, it would have. Remember when you could injure people after the play was over?
2nd and 11.
60 Eagles. 60
So I'm sure some of those miscues were probably because of the portal, I imagine.
Here as he's down to a knee. And this franchise has done it. They are your Super Bowl champions.
You just got to play more on it, get used to it.
This performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year.
Oh, you've been on for a while.
Spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all three phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. They are your Super Bowl 61 champions.
So this is your first time getting to play with all of them again? I mean, really, it came down to that field goal. I think that was like where the momentum changed. That field goal they got. It turned into a touchdown. That would have been momentum for you holding me to 3, and then it just would have been a 7-point game going into halftime instead of an 11-point game.